Select the one word or phrase that needs to be used in place of the underlined text to make the sentence correct, or indicate that the underlined text is not in error. Some Japanese don't consider the commoner son of a single parent to be worthy of a princess. Some media reports even painted him as an untrustworthy man. Before looking at our choices, let's see if we can find an error in the underlined phrase. We see this sentence uses a colon to connect these two clauses. A colon is used to introduce explanations, lists, or for emphasis. But in this case, the clause following the colon, some media reports even painted him as an untrustworthy man, isn't explaining or expanding on why he's not considered worthy of a princess. Instead, it's introducing a new, related idea. Because this second clause feels like a separate statement rather than an elaboration, the colon doesn't quite fit. Instead, we need punctuation that better separates two independent clauses, like a semicolon or a period. With this in mind, let's take a look at the alternatives our choices offer. B. Princess, some. This choice uses a comma to separate these clauses, which both qualify as independent clauses, meaning they both include a subject, predicate, and express a complete thought. The subject of the first clause is some Japanese, with the predicate being don't consider, and the subject of the second clause is some media reports, with the predicate being painted him. Now that we've established that these two clauses are both independent, we can apply the rule that a comma is too weak to connect two independent clauses, and this results in what's called a comma splice. We need a stronger punctuation mark, like a semicolon, or a period, to split them into two entirely different sentences. As it stands, a comma isn't an appropriate punctuation choice for this context, and we can mark this choice off. C. Princess, no punctuation. As we've already established that these two clauses are independent and a comma is too weak, logically we understand that no punctuation at all is an even worse choice. Obviously, we need something separating these two clauses. It's a question of what, not if. This being the case, we can mark this choice off. And D. Princess, some. A semicolon's job is to connect two related independent clauses, and is actually one of the suggestions we brought up earlier as a good way to separate these two clauses. Because each of these clauses are independent but are also closely related, a semicolon strikes the perfect pause between the two. As this would be the ideal way to punctuate this sentence, we can go ahead and mark this choice as our final answer.